In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I grew my Instagram from 0 to 200,000 followers in just 8 months. And the best part is this is all done organically, so I didn't spend any money on ads, didn't buy any followers, and I do it all while I'm having a full-time job. I'm going to break down the exact framework I use, including how to work the algorithm, the most important metrics you need to track, and how to capture a trend before they explode. I'd watch this video to the end because the last strategy is basically the most practical thing you can do right now on Instagram. Hey friends, if you're new here, my name is Kian, and 8 months ago I started a brand new Instagram account with 0 followers. Today I have over 200,000 followers, but here's the thing. I'm not a social media guru. In fact, before I started this account, I was clueless when it comes to Instagram or social media in general. I was that one videographer who spent 8 hours to make a reel and then posted it and then got 2 likes. One of them was my mom. But throughout this journey of testing and trying with this brand new account, I kind of understand Instagram algorithm better and create content that people actually want to see. And today I'm going to share with you everything I've learned along the way. So let's dive right in. Number 1, understanding the algorithm. The first thing you need to understand is how social media algorithm works today. Now back in the day, it's all about the number of followers. So the more followers you have, the content gonna push out to more and more people. But because of the rise of TikTok that got a lot of success, every social media platform now using the algorithm that focus on the interest instead of just the followers. What does that mean? So today, you actually can train the algorithm to be in your favor. And I would argue that this is the best time to grow your social media because the small accounts today can still grow substantially. And social media today loves series. Day 1 of the 30-day taking photos of the strangers, day 1 of the 30 days trying to make $10,000 a month. Social media love this kind of series because it's already established your niche, it's already established the interest that people will come back and see your content over and over again. Once you understand the social media algorithm, the way to grow, it's pretty simple. The game plan is very simple. You want to get 1 to 2 pieces of content that go viral. That means the algorithm recognizes you in that niche, in that interest, and then you create a series on top of it. If you notice on my content, every week I try to revisit my viral content once or twice, or sometimes just once a month that I revisit the same hook that's been doing very well for me, because the algorithm is already understand that this type of content is already work for this type of account. So all I gotta do is just mix it, change up the caption a little bit, change up the content a little bit, change up the b-roll a little bit. But in general, you want to create a series, you want to lay on something that already working. That's the reason why you see some of the account with, let's say, talk to strangers, and all they do is keep talking to strangers, and the algorithm just rewards them because they just create the same series over and over again. Now this doesn't mean that you have to stick to that niche all the time. Once you finish the series, you can start adventure out and try different things. But once the algorithm recognize you, why not trying to milk the most out of it? I hope this makes sense to you, but basically what I'm trying to say is that the game plan for you should be testing the content, whatever piece of content that goes somewhat more viral than whatever you have in the past. For example, every post, if you have like 200 and 300 views, but then one piece of content got like 1,000 views, 2,000 views, or 6,000 views, that is one of your outliers. So create a series of that piece of content, making a different hooks around that niche, that type of video, and scale it until you can't scale anymore, really. So on the next point, I'm gonna show you how you can do the content research, so then you can test different things until 1 or 2 hits, and then you can scale them. And this is my content research strategy that I'm using today, not yesterday or not last month. Now, first of all, why should you do content research? Can you just always create some unique content, being yourself and being authentic? Yes, you can still be authentic, but you need to do content research so you can understand what kind of content that works in the platform that you're trying to grow. Everyone's doing it, even the best of the best, Gary Vee, Mr. Beast. They are looking for outliers in their platform every single day and figured out what type of video they want to do. For example, on one of the Mr. Beast interview, he's even said that comparing like $50 meal with $5,000 meals, stuff like that, is not original content neither. He got ideas from a couple content in the past that went viral. Now I want to share with you today the exact content research strategy I use. Do you know that actually Instagram show you what kind of content that they're looking for, or what kind of content that you should create for your niche? If you go on the dashboard and click on inspiration, there's a bunch of content that you can take a look Now the second thing I like to do is go into the same dashboard but look on trending audio. Basically, I search for all the trending sounds, and whatever sounds interesting to me, I'd like to click on it and see what other people create on that sounds already. And the third ways to do content research is that I go to the explore page and just type my niche. So I type fitness, Instagram grow, social media grow, make money online, and then I start exploring all this content. I look for content creator that's around 100,000 or less followers, and then I look for the outliers. Again, what is outliers? It's one or two pieces of content that do a lot better than others. So if the content creator have 10,000 views every video that they post, but then one or two pieces of content that they got 1 million views, those are outliers. So I save those outliers into a collection on Instagram. Every time when I try to make my own content, I go through over the collection and figure out what kind of content that I like to create. Sometimes I can take inspiration on their hooks, their POV, on the caption, the text, and why should I start a new piece of content from scratch when I can see what's already working? And lastly, what's the most important metrics that you need to track? According to the CEO of Instagram, he stated that send per reach is the most important metrics to pay attention to. But what exactly is send per reach? It's a metric on Instagram that measures how many people share a post via direct messages compared to the total number of people who saw it. In other words, sharing is the most important metrics that you need to track. It's even more important than saves or likes or comments. This is one of the reasons why lately memes has been doing so well, and even a big accounts have been trying the different strategy with memes today, because a lot of time people go to social media and not try to be serious with educational content all the time. They want to escape, right? They want to run away, they want to laugh. So all this meme or funny content is very shareable, like especially if you slap a niche on top of it, and people can relate to that, they will share with their friends, their colleagues, and everything. Since sharing is one of the most important metrics, before you post your next piece of content, try to think if that content is shareable. And then the last thing I want to share with you, and you probably don't like me saying this because I've been saying it all the time, but you need to be consistent. Content creating is getting pretty competitive. Everyone wants to create content now. Everyone's want to create the personal branding, and they should. However, it's getting harder and harder. People that's in the game longer usually get better leverage. If it's easy, then everyone's already do it and everyone's famous. But it's just like supply and demand. It's not always the easiest thing. The consistency is actually one of the hardest things for people when they want to compete in content creating. Now, if you find this valuable and you want to dive deeper into growing your Instagram account, we've created something special. It's called the Instagram Mastery Group. This is basically like a beta group. It's a very tight group that I do training, I do the coaching. It's a group coaching, but at the moment, everyone who joined the group call can basically have almost like a one-on-one call with me, but we can dive deeper into your actually individual account and figure out what can we do to make your account better. Inside these groups, I also share with you all the new trends, and this is important because trends change every single week, every single day even, so you kind of want to keep up with it. We started this beta group like a few months ago, and we already have some successes. One of our students grew her account to almost 50,000 followers in a pretty short amount of time, and then we have some students who apply some of our training strategies and already get 700,000 views on one piece of content. One of our students got actually almost 100 million views, which is insane. If you enjoyed this one, you'll love this one and this one, where I show you all the tips and tricks on how to grow the Instagram, especially in the beginning stage from 0 to 100,000 followers. See you in the next one.